Alright, so week 6 picks. Sorry, here we go. There's a couple good games this week, a couple real fucking stinkers. So let's start with the stinkers. Alright, so Buck stops here. Remember the Titans. Sean, Sanahid, 0-5 team, 2-3 team. Not the sickest matchup, but Sanahid has a heavy advantage here. Sean's team, nothing's going good for him. I picked Sean last week. I'm not picking him this week. I'm going with Sanahid on that one. Next game, Werner, McNinch, just win baby against Tampa Bay Redskins. I went with Werner last week. He didn't pull it through. But, this week I think Werner's going to pull it out. He's going to get the win against John, and it's going to be good. So those are the first two games, the games that, are kind of, pretty one-sided. Have a pretty good feeling who's going to win those ones. Next ones. This is actually a pretty interesting game for me. I'm excited to see what happens here. Laces out, Tyler has a 3-2 record while scoring, not that many points compared to people with worse records or people with the same 3-2 records. So he's kind of lucking out matchup-wise. This week he could probably luck out again going against Rod. But, you never know with Rod. If Vic repeats his performance like he did last year against the Redskins, it could be a week for Rod. But you know what? I don't see Vic blowing up like that. So, Tyler, I'm giving him the nod on that one. Tyler's going to get it done. Next game. The next two are actually, probably two of the bigger ones that have been going on this whole season. We got the number 1 and number 2 teams going against each other, and we got the number 3 and number 4 teams going against each other. So we're going to start with the 3 and 4 teams. That's me, Dream Team, against Desi Does Dallas. Me and Jared going head-to-head. This is looking like a good matchup. I'm projected to score a lot more points than I probably will. So I think it's going to end up being a close one. But that being said, ESPN has some experts, and those experts are projecting my team to do pretty well, projecting them to do better than Desi. So I'm going with the experts. Schefter, Matthew Berry, all them motherfuckers. They're picking me. That's right. They saw UDA's finest, and they said it was all a Dream Team. Desi Does Dallas. It's a lock. Give it to Dream Team. So hey, I'll take their word for it. Maybe it's not a lock, but I'm picking myself again. I haven't picked against myself yet. Just to remind you people. Maybe I will eventually. All right, last game. Number 1 and number 2 teams going against each other. 2 4-1 records. 2 Cowboys fans. Matt, Megatron, and Romosexuals. I'm pretty sure that's Corey's sexuality. He's a Romosexual. He just is all about loving Tony Romo and that backwards hat wearing, starter jacket rocking, golfer, wannabe Tony Romo. Alright, so this is a big matchup, probably biggest of the week, so going to look into it a little bit more here. I know, Matt got Tom Brady going against Dallas and Tony Romo. This is great. This is incredible. So we got 2 quarterbacks going in the same game. You know what? I'm gonna give, the edge in this one. The edge in this game it's going to come down to these 2 quarterbacks. They both, Romosexuals is pretty stacked at running back. Matt's looking pretty with Calvin Johnson. So I think this one is going to come down to the 2 quarterbacks playing in the same game, playing against each other on Sunday, which would be the Dallas and New England game. And, me personally, that Dallas secondary, that's looking pretty weak. Just about as weak as my Eagles secondary. So I think that Tony Romo is going to tear that up. Or not, excuse me. Tony Romo not playing for the Patriots. I think Tom Brady's going to tear that up. And I think this one's going to end up being, I think Matt pulls this one out. I think that's how it is. I think Tom Brady's going to have a good day. If Frank Gore and Ahmad Bradshaw show up, I don't know about Santana Moss. Whatever. That's your team, though. All right. So that's the picks for the week. Everybody have a good weekend. Watch your games. Penn State's playing. Penn State is playing Purdue. We're going to get another W this week. Penn State. I like it. I like it. And, hey, baseball season's over. But you know what? Still going to wear my Yankee stuff. I don't care. I'll still be wearing it. And, hey, Sean sent me a message for y'all, and he wanted me to relay it. So just give me a second here. He said, watch the throne. So y'all hear that? Watch the throne. All right, have a good weekend. I'll see y'all later. Peace.